this next one because as part of its 100th anniversary commemorations, the International Astronomical Union is organising a competition that allows any country in the world to name a selected exoplanet and its host star. It is a pretty big deal. Now, you used to have to discover a planet to get the naming rights. So we're going to find out how this works and what is an exoplanet. Education Group Leader for the Royal Astronomical Society in New Zealand, Carol Vergus, joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, first question, an exoplanet, what is this?
So an exoplanet is pretty much a planet, but it's going around its own sun or its own star, and it's very far away. It's outside of our own solar system.
So it's outside its solar system, and it's a single planet with its own sun.
Well, as far as we know, it's one single planet, but that's only because of what we've discovered. We don't know if there are more out there that might be going around.
Wow. But what we do know is that New Zealand has been allocated an exoplanet. Explain which one we've been allocated.
So it's got a very boring catalogue name. It's called HD 137388. That's the star, and the planet is HD 137388b. So you can see why we need a better name or something a little bit more representative of New Zealand and our culture here. It's a lot better than letters and numbers put together.
Yeah, and the cool thing about this planet is it's in, you were just telling me in the break, it is in the constellation called Apus, which in Greek is bird of paradise. That's cool.
Which is really neat, and it's visible from New Zealand as well, so they've allocated the stars and planets based on the fact that we can observe it from where we are. So that's pretty neat.
Now, obviously, in the past names, you got naming rights if you discovered the planet. But, so you probably named it after your wife or your daughter or something like that. But now we can choose anything we want.
Pretty much.
Have you had any suggestions yet?
Starry McStarface and
of course.
Planety McPlanetface has come through. I should have expected that, but we're really hoping for more names if we can in Te Reo Māori, just because 2019 is also the UN year, International Year for Indigenous Languages as well.
Wow. And it is the...
Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So have you got a favourite?
Not at the moment. I kind of don't really get any naming opportunities because I'm just, organising it and planning it. So if I can give that to someone else, to name it, your submission could be an official recognition of, a designation for a name.
And the cool thing about a nation naming a planet means we're going to be a bit more interested in what's happening out there. Why is astrology so interesting? You obviously love it.
Yeah. So we've got to make sure we get the difference between astrology and astronomy.
I said astrology. Oh yeah, we're not. Sorry about that.
So I find astronomy so amazing is because it gives me such a bigger perspective on things, and to be honest, there's nothing more I'd love to do than to go outside at night with a telescope and stargaze, look for shooting stars or track satellites.
Do you look for life on other planets?
Yep, it's a huge one. There's so much cool research going on around that at the moment. There's a whole section called astrobiology, just looking at hunting for possible life outside.
That is amazing. And obviously the planets have a great effect. The moon has a great effect on the Earth. It pulls the tides. Do the other planets actually have an effect on us here on Earth as well? Do they have a pull?
Yeah, it's very, very tiny, so it would be almost inconsequential. Yeah, our sun pretty much rules the game, and Jupiter.
Our sun is the ruler. Yeah, I like that. And Jupiter.
Yeah, Jupiter also has a bit of it because it's pretty big in our solar system, so it kind of pulls and has a bit of a tug of war with the sun.
It's amazing. Fascinating. Thank you so much, Carol Vergus from the Royal Astronomical Society.
And also, I love your brooch.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Saturn?
It is.
Yeah.
But actually, there's a lot of planets out there with rings, so it could be a lot of different planets there.
Beautiful.